Hi, Jim Murphy for Elite Style Massage. Today, a little bit of help for you guys if you've ever had a strain in your neck from training, normally sit-ups or ab movements that you can do. I've come across this quite a lot over the years, and I had someone recently remind me and ask me about this. So I thought I'd just do a little video now on this topic. So anyone that does sit-ups or crunches normally for the first time or getting back into training, sometimes they'll forget and they'll put their hands behind their head. You should never lock your fingers or even put your hands behind your head when you're doing sit-ups or crunches, because what you end up doing, you end up pulling your neck and you can really hurt the muscles on the posterior neck there into the base of the skull. I've seen it so many times where people do that. You should really be putting your hands either on your temples or across your body. You know, I like to put them across the body if you're not used to having your hands up near your head. The other thing that can happen is people get strains on the anterior side of the neck purely because those muscles are really weak. So we do so much work and things with our tech and smartphones with our head forward. So the muscles on the back of the neck, the posterior neck muscles, they're working all day. You could probably spend 10 or 12 hours a day with your head forward looking at phones, working, you know, and not give it a second thought, because these are conditions to do it. They're strong and they're used to coping with it because you've probably done it for years. The muscles on the front of the neck, so I'm thinking of the sternocleidomastoid and the scalene muscles, they're normally super weak because they don't do enough work. If you lay on the floor or lay on your bed and just lift your head up, you'll feel these muscles. I'm particularly thinking about the sternocleidomastoid muscles, to these ones that jump here. You'll feel them getting tired really quickly. I'll be surprised if you last 20 or 30 seconds before you want to put your head down, okay? So sometimes people will get involved with training or coming back to training, and they'll do some ab exercises. So they're on the floor, they're either doing sit-ups or crunches or, you know, leg raises or something, and they've got their head up for a while, and this just isn't used to it, and they hold on super tight, and you know, people can really get pain in the neck from that. So what I'd recommend for you to do is build up the strength of these anterior neck muscles in conjunction with doing your ab training. And it is as simple as when you go to bed at night, you know, or if you can, just lay down and just lift your head up and hold it and practice doing 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 50 seconds, and do that a few times. Do, you know, 3-4 seconds holds of increasing your time. Then if you are used to holding your neck up for 2 minutes at a time and it isn't killing you, you'll easily cope with some ab exercises where you're doing a set of 15 or 20 crunches or something on the floor. It's just when you aren't used to it and you do 2 or 3 sets of floor crunches or sit-ups, when these are weak, that's what normally tends to cause problems. So that's why people get strains and problems in the anterior neck. So if that's you, try that, strengthen these anterior neck muscles. You could even actually sit, even if you're sitting or standing, if you can lean back enough so you feel these jump, these have to switch off, okay? So it's a process called reciprocal inhibition where you use reciprocating muscles to switch off the other muscles, the opposite muscles. So get these ones switching off by using these ones. And again, if you are able to lean back enough on your chair if you're at work, and hold that at points through your day, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, build up to a minute, these will get conditioned and get stronger. So they will burn, they will get tired for a little bit, then your body will adjust and get used to it and they'll get stronger. Then you'll find that when you do your ab exercises, you won't get problems with the anterior side, and also your posterior neck muscles will cope with it more, because we need more neutrality to the posterior and the anterior side of our body. We do end up too anteriorly short on the front, so the muscles on the front of our bodies, so pecs, pec minors I'm thinking of particularly, pec minor, subscapularis, these muscles here tend to get shortened, your hip flexors tend to get shortened because we sit too long. We're on our tech far too long these days with our phones and laptops and computers. If we can do enough to work the muscles on the back of the body, so get your rhomboids working to stabilise the scapula, stretch your pecs out on the door frame, there's lots of things you can do just to combat the effects of being forward posture dominant. If you're more in a neutral position, you'll be a lot better from a postural point of view and you'll get a lot less problems. So again, we do end up, if you look at me side on, we do end up too far like this, you know, head forward. If you can learn to just get your body up straight, and make a double chin, try and make your spine in its natural curve. I've done a video about standing correctly. Click on that and have a watch and it will just give you some tips on how to stand correctly. But if you can do these things, you'll get a lot less problems, because the muscles that are weak and not doing enough work will strengthen, and it just gives you more strength and more balance back to the body, which is what you need. We do need balance in our bodies. So a little tip for you guys there, if you have had a neck strain in the past or if you've got a neck strain currently. So as usual, if you've got any questions or comments, please put them in the box below. Jim Murphy for Elite Style Massage. See you next time.